EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Who said the crowds wouldn't embrace football? Certainly couldn't tell that by what we saw a few moments ago. These folks are pumped up as their Rams get set to do battle with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Josh Lambo now ready to put this one in the air. And we are underway here in Los Angeles. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Myles Jack there to make the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Louis.
To throw on second down is gone. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play.
Joe Pizon.
On first down, it's Gurley. And he's going to get this. Another first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Now a play fake here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Goff. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That'll be now Goff. Dumps it off to Gurley. And they go the wrong way knocked back to the 20. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Third and long. It's gone. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Telvin Smith coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be fourth down. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their own 21.
72.
Shotgun now for Bortles. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Bortles again here on 2nd and 10. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. On play action, it's Bortles. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give him 30 yards there.
39, Lucy. Hey, 54, Ricky.
Throwing on 1st down is Bortles. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent. And they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. If I had missed him, it would have been a long night.
Escaping the pressure right. Space to run past the 20. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
Into the red zone. It's Bortles. Completes it to Moncrief left side. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
He'll get it up the middle. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Corey Grant taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Jags have taken the early lead. And he puts it through. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the Rams getting set to go now. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Here's Goff. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13.
11. 11. Twos. Salah. 180. We go.
Goff now looks to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48.
Omaha. 372. Mike 39, Lucy. 372. So right. 11. Move.
So after the INT, it's Bortles. He's going to fire one deep over him. And this is caught at the 20. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
372.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now Leonard Fournette. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it first and goal.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Pardon me, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
It was Taven Bryan who got him down defensively. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout.
Here we go.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. A gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down.
20.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on 4th down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time, fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory,
and move on to the next series.
On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. Forced out to his left. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Mark Barron. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Partner, if we've heard it once, we've heard it 1,000 times. Don't throw late down the middle.
And he did. We see the end result.
Yeah, what you have to do is you've got to make sure you manipulate those defenders with your eyes and your head, maybe even some body movement to move them a little if you're going to come back late down the middle.
Back to throw. Goff. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
On 2nd and 10, Goff. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long.
5. Go, shot. Black 20.
Now Goff. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here.
Go.
as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number one. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Now a handoff for Gurley. They find some open field here. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
11. 11.
On 1st down, gone. Eluding the pressure right. Going right side here, and that's complete. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. They'll run it now out of the gun. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
That he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Bortles. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. It's a big play. Bortles to Westbrook. 44 yards.
11B, 11B. Lucy.
Bortles now on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Hey, let's go. Trips left.
Bortles will try again on 2nd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
After the interception, here's Goff. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Yannick Ngakoue in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Goff now to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. Now that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying it is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Super 66.
Goff now looking to throw. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Telvin Smith getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Here's Johnny Heck. Oh, they're on him too quickly back there, and it's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. And it's a Jacksonville touchdown.
But they didn't have their normal cushion there in order to punt the ball away. It leads to a lot of anxiety for the team kicking the football.
Well, for the punter, you know that you've got to get rid of that quickly there. Not quick enough.
And also, not stepping behind you and stepping over the end line for a safety. That one gets blocked, and it's 6 points.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. They juked him. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
76, tell him. 76. 76.
Here's Goff. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call, because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch it over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. Gurley's got the first down and then some. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. A big run there by Gurley, and even 60 yards for him on the ground. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. On the handoff, it's Gurley. Running right through him. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. On the ground with a tight end. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
On the keeper, here's Goff. Officially no gain on the sneak, kind of a wasted play there, and now it's 3rd down.
Almost want to go Shakespeare here. My kingdom for a yard. Quarterback sneak, nothing doing.
Better you be careful. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Jared Goff taking it in. And the Rams are now just a 2-point conversion away from tying this thing up. After the run, Goff going to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
They made the decision to go for 2. They didn't get it. They remained down by 2 points. Should they have kicked it there?
A 3rd quarter, I'm okay with it. Maybe 1st or 2nd, you don't. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, again, I keep coming back to, I don't like to chase a lot of points, but I also don't know what kicking an extra point being down 1 does for me.
The Jaguars getting set to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
380. Move. 380.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
73.
Bortles now on 1st down. And that one incomplete. They tried to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Working from the gun, it's Bortles. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Mark Barron able to get in and run him down for what will be a loss of 15 yards. They fake the handoff. Now Bortles. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Aqib Talib. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
85. 180. Starting left here. Shell.
Now Goff. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The former All-Pro Marcel Darius brings him down. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
C.J. Anderson in the game. He gets it here. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They run it again with Anderson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. And Zuerlein pulled it. Zuerlein pulled it. It's no good. Wide left. And this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there. And now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. 59 yards. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Bortles going to throw here. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A very solid gain of 27. Bortles to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there. D.D. Westbrook, his intended receiver. And now it's second down.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
That fourth quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. That's going to be caught. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was free.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Following the sack, 3rd and long for Bortles and the Jags.
Spread left, spread left, spread left. 11B, 11B.
Back to throw, Bortles. Got his man, it's... And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will.
Hey, let's go. Trips left, trips left.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is, because let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with one in the victory column,